While we wait, you guys still can continue to write your name and your origin in the chat box so we could know where do you come from and your name too. It's okay, Putri, if you can't open your camera. Uh, it's not an obligation, but you are encouraged to do it. We apologize. I think there's something wrong with the techni technical issues because we're waiting for the share screen to be shown. Let's wait for a few minutes. Okay, I will be informing you again that don't forget to follow the challenge just now to post your best Instagram stories about today's webinar. And the two best participants who join the challenge will get the total prize of 200,000 rupiah. So don't forget, follow the challenge. And yeah, here it is, the community profile of Britzone Surabaya. As I have said before, that Britzone Surabaya is a non-profit English community, and it's also the biggest free community in Jakarta where Britzone was originated. And Britzone, all the people in Britzone can join here to meet and connect and also to enjoy and have fun, especially in learning English. In Jakarta, Britzone was founded in 2020, but then in Britzone Surabaya was founded in 2019. Next. And we have the vision of creating dynamic and interactive English-based environment. And our mission is also to help the members enhance their English skills in order to communicate actively. Next, to empower the members to achieve the full potentials and also to encourage the members' creativity. And we have a special tagline, which we will say together in the end of the webinar, which is Dare to Speak Up. So you better remember this tagline, guys, which is Dare to Speak Up. Next. Okay, Britzone Surabaya have its regular events, which is the offline class before the pandemic started, which is conducted every Saturday at 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. at Loop Station Surabaya. And this regular offline class focus on group discussion. Meanwhile, after the pandemic, since we are conducting every single activities virtually, Britzone Surabaya is still actively conducting its online class every Saturday at 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. in Zoom application with breakout rooms. And also, like we did today, the Britzone Surabaya conducted its webinar with sharing session with the expertise in Zoom application with breakout rooms. Next. Besides the regular events, Britzone Surabaya also conduct various non-regular events such as charity, which is a project to help unfortunate people in Surabaya and nearby, and also past collaborators with various communities like campus, radio, and community in Surabaya. As you can see, we ever did a collaboration with Traveloka, with Right Doors, and also various communities. Next, please. And this is the documentation of Britzone Surabaya's events. As you can see, there's the offline class and also online class. Next, please. And this is also the documentation on Britzone Surabaya's launching day in Loop Station, and also the community bonding where everything is conducted offline at that time, and also the collaboration with one of the radio station in Surabaya. Next. And this is some of the pamphlets or posters of collaboration between Britzone Surabaya and other communities, which is there's the Big Care and also the collaboration between Britzone Surabaya with Red Doors and other events such as webinars conducted last year in 2020. Okay, guys, if you want to know more information about Britzone Surabaya, you can ask any questions, or if you want to know more about our programs, you can check out our Instagram at Britzone Surabaya at britzonesby, and also there is the link tree slash britzonesby, and also the YouTube channel of Britzone Surabaya and the Britzone Surabaya's Gmail too. Next. Okay, this is our tagline, which is there to speak up. So we will going to say it together in the end of the webinar. Stay tuned. Okay, that's the end of our community profile. So we can't wait for the next session, which is I'm going to introduce to you all the speaker of today. She is a really outstanding person. First of all, I'm going to read her CV or curriculum vitae before we proceed to the speech that she's gonna bring. Okay, first of all, her name is Rahma Anggraini, and she has possessed 2.5 years of work experience as a research executive and has handled more than 40 project managements and qualitative research projects with domestic and international clients. She also has expertise and advanced knowledge in the business and development consultancy and politics, civil society, and gender analysis in development studies. Kak Rahma also have the professional experience. One of them is the graduate consultant. From October 2019 until April 2020. She's also have been the research executive in the Nielsen Company Indonesia from March 2017 until August 2019. And also she have experience as corporate secretary office intern at PT Bank CIMB Niaga from 2016 until 2017. And she has pursued her educational in London School of Economics and Political Science in the United Kingdom, which she has pursued in the studies of international development and humanitarian emergencies from 2019 until 2020. Her previous study was in international relations in Universitas Indonesia in Indonesia, and she has a great outstanding achievements with a GPA of 3.84 out of 4. And she also has ever experienced a non-degree program at Hankook University of Foreign Studies, South Korea, which is in the fall term of 2015. And besides that, she is also outstanding in her use of English, and also she has an intermediate skill user of Korean. So without further ado, I will call for her. Welcome, Kak Rahma.
Hi, Humaira.
Hi,
Thank
Kak
you very much
Rahma.
for
How
your
are you?
introduction. Sorry, is it a bit echoing, my voice?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me in these occasions. I'm very humbled to be invited, and I'm so happy to see that there are a lot of enthusiasm in this event as well. There are 124 participants, and all are really active in the chat box. So I'm really happy to see the enthusiasm to study even in your weekends. So like, yeah, you being here, like I'm sure that you are all are outstanding person yourself. That's one. And maybe like before I start my presentations, I would like to make some disclaimer. uh I am not an inspirative person. Like I'm like, please don't see me as like a perfect person, someone that is like so inspirational, but please just see me as a human. And maybe like, I don't know how old are you now. I am 26, so probably I just live longer than you, so that I got to enjoy some more experience. But I know that all of you are also really outstanding yourself. So please treat this event as a discussions, and what I say doesn't necessarily to be right. So you are okay to provide your opinion later on, and I would also love to listen to your opinions. And also, I have the habit of speaking too fast. So in case if I speak too fast, you can flag me and say, Rahma, please just going a bit slower. You can tell that to me, and you can call me Rahma or Mbak Rahma or yeah, whatever, as long as it is not a bad name. Okay, so maybe I'll just start. In these occasions, the topic is comfort zone, and the introductions that the committees give in this event is like uh, how to move out from comfort zone. Like we have a lot of dreams, but then like it's so hard to move out from comfort zone. Then how then we move out from that? But first, I would like to know what is the meaning of comfort zone to you. So I have provided Google Forms, and I will just type it in the chat box. So I hope that you can fill the forms in the chat box, and I would like to know what is the meaning of comfort zone first in your head before we are talking about comfort zone. And I will give you 5 minutes. Now is almost 2:30, so we will finish the filling the questionnaire at 1:30. Okay, then I'll wait. Okay, do we have 25 responses? We will wait for more responses. Okay, 1 minute left, maybe less than 1 minute, but we have 81 responses. That's good. It's already a valid quantitative research. Okay, now it's 1:30, so we'll stop. Thank you very much for filling in the questionnaire. Now let us talk first about what is comfort zone in your minds. And we see here that there are a lot of interpretations of comfort zone right now. Some of you says that it is actually a place. It seems to be like a physical one, because there are those of you who say that comfort zone is a place, it's a city, it's a working place, something physical. And there are also some of you that has an abstract idea of comfort zone by saying that comfort zone is a state of mind. And there's also some of you who says that comfort zone is actually a behavior. It's something that I do every day. It's something that brings me some positive results or the same result every day. That is what I see when I look over the response so far. And also there is some like a really honest answer to cannot stop being lazy. Thank you for your honesty. I know it's really hard to break out from that. And yeah, so I think there is like the big pattern that we got so far on comfort zone. And then let's see what is the sentiment around comfort zone. If we see here, out of the 89 responses, 64%, which is the biggest of the chunk, says that comfort zone is a natural thing. So it's neither positive or negative. I don't know whether you are actually thinking it is a neutral, or you are just being Indonesians who is always being so diplomatic about things and then like kind of like avoid to say yes or no. Well, okay, like I'm just okay with that. Something like that. But 20% of you says that it is a bad thing and should be avoided at all costs. Meanwhile, like 15.6% says that comfort zone is a positive thing. And I know that there are some of you here who also says that comfort zone is, I don't know what it is. That's why I come here. Okay. So let's discuss more about comfort zone. Thank you very much for your opinion once more. I'll just stop sharing this one, and now I will share my PPT. So usually when we talk about something, just so that we get the same understanding of what are being talked in the discussions, let's harmonize our definitions of comfort zone. Because right now, as you see in the questionnaire, all of you have a lot of idea of what is comfort zone. So I take the definitions of comfort zone from two sources. First is the Cambridge Dictionary. Why? Because comfort zone is an English term. So I would like to refer to the official dictionary that has this original word. So in Cambridge Dictionary, it says that comfort zone is a situation in which you feel comfortable, in which your ability and determination are not being tested. So some of you actually has some similarities with these definitions. But then like I would like to look at the more objective or more academics definitions of comfort zone. So I look into the definition put forward by Judith Barwick. Judith Barwick is the first academia who put forward the term of comfort zone. So like if she doesn't say anything about comfort zone, then maybe we don't have the term comfort zone right now. So according to her, comfort zone is a behavioral state within which a person operates in an anxiety-neutral conditions using a limited set of behaviors to deliver a steady level of performance, usually without a sense of risk. So from these definitions, we can identify the four elements of comfort zone. There is anxiety neutral, limited set of behavior, steady level of performance, absence of risks. There are four of this. So for those of you that thinks that a comfort zone is actually negative things and it needs to be avoided at all costs. So like, do you think that the more anxiety will be better or not, or what kind of limited set behavior is actually limiting you? Because like, if you have a limited set of behavior, but then like if the behavior is actually a good behavior, such as you are disciplined, you are being passionate, you are being resilient, then that is a good behavior. So what's wrong with having that limited set of behavior, right? It's not a bad thing if we think about it that way. And also in terms of anxiety neutral, so like if you think that it needs to be avoided at all costs, then how much anxiety should we add so that we can say that we move out from comfort zone? Like how much anxiety will be enough? Because in the research, it also says that too much anxiety will also result in a bad performance. So we might be we might need to be more careful in terms of like understanding comfort zone. Also steady level of performance, like it doesn't necessarily a bad thing. Like it is a steady level of performance, but if you are a high performance person and it is steady, then that is really good. And absence of risks, it really depends what kind of risks that you are thinking, that you are taking, or and whether you have the safety nets to cover you in case you fall because of the risks, and whether the risk is actually worth taking at all. It's like there are a lot of considerations inside these elements of comfort zone. So from my questions too, I like to argue that comfort zone is actually not that bad. And well, only 20% of you thinks that comfort zone is bad. So I don't know, after hearing this, do you still think that comfort zone is actually a bad thing? But even so, I also do not entirely disagree with you. I agree that when there is no anxiety at all, when the limited set of behavior is a bad behavior, then yes, it's bad. And steady level of performance, but then like if it's a low performance, then yes, it's bad. Absence of risks, and yeah, it can be bad too. But maybe what we can highlight from this, instead of like entirely judging comfort zone as positive or negative, we would like to think that comfort zone is actually a nuanced things. It is not a binary, what I say here. So it is not like one thing versus the other. So it is not like I I I think I will have to disagree with those who argue that comfort zone is physical things or allocations, because comfort zone is in here what I say binary. It is not just because it has the zone in comfort zone doesn't mean it refers to a place or something physical or something that is static. I would like to argue that by using that reference to the definitions put forward by the Judith Barwick, actually comfort zone is a nuanced spectrum and cycle of comfort and discomfort. And if we see here, I have put two graphs in these slides, figure 1 and figure 2. So this is like from some research on comfort zone as well. The first figure is from the research of Canal, and it says that comfort zone, there is it argues that yeah, comfort zone, you just deliver the steady level of performance and you need a little anxiety, a little risk, and also a little update in the set of behavior that you have, then you can go into optimal performance zone. But then like he also argued that if the anxiety is too much, then you are going to the danger zone, and it's bad. Because like, I don't know if any of you has experienced it or not, but sometimes when you are in a high level of anxiety, it is really hard to focus on things. You tend to make more mistakes, and you tend to be more afraid of a lot of things, and it is bad. And yeah, if you, I don't know, like if some of you also have some anxiety problem, it's something that you need therapy to heal yourself. So be careful on when we understand about comfort zone. And then in the figure 2, it actually shows that comfort zone is a process, and comfort zone can change. So like it says that there is comfort zone 1, and then they have to go through a little change, like change of set behavior, change of the level of anxiety, and also change of in terms of taking risks. Then you can go into the optimal performance zones. In the optimal performance zone, even though like it is not as comfortable in the comfort zone one, but after you kind of like elevate yourself in that process, you can go to the next comfort zone. You can upgrade your comfort zone. So comfort zone is not a static thing. It is not something that is fixed, but you can change that. You can upgrade that. And that's why I would like to say that comfort zone is a nuanced spectrum. It's a cycle of comfort and discomfort. And I also would like to argue that it is not always comfortable in comfort zone. Say that you are now comfortable and in your current comfort zone. For example, you are a student in Surabaya, then you have a lot of friends in Surabaya, you know everything about Surabaya, so you feel this is your home, you have all your support system there. And okay, so I will just decide to be in my comfort zone because it is the most comfortable to me. But no, there is also risk in staying in your comfort zone, the risk of not growing up, the risk of not trying new things, and it is not always a good thing to be like that. For example, like I'm coming from Kediri. Kediri is my home, is it has my support system. But if I do not move out from Kediri, then I wouldn't attend my higher education. And even though at one time it was my comfort zone, but then like if I do not grow up and I just become the high schoolers I am until I am 26 right now, my neighbors, my family will start to judge me of being someone who doesn't maybe like amount a lot in life, and that start being my comfort zone becomes not comfortable anymore. So because comfort zone is not always comfortable anyway, so why do not you move out from it anyway? Because you can find another comfort zone somewhere, because it is something that can change, it is something that can be upgraded, and even staying in your comfort zone is not always comfortable. And also it is not always uncomfortable outside the comfort zone, because once again it can be upgraded. For example, in my experience, I was really comfortable in my last office in Nielsen. I have a really great friends there. I love my boss and my clients love me. I thrive in my career. I was about to receive a promotion there. But then like it's time for me to go for my graduate studies. Leaving that career that I have built in 2.5 years is difficult. And like going to UK, well, that's a good thing. But then like I know no one in UK. Like I don't know how it will be for me. But then I take the risk anyway. I go there, and fortunately I also meet a lot of good people there. I love what I learned in LSE, and I find another comfort zone. So what I once thought as not comfort is actually comfortable. So I would like for you to like expand your mind to not think that comfort zone is actually a static place to be left out, but then like it's something to be upgraded. And it is also okay to, even like if you choose to stay in your comfort zone at some point, it is also okay because you know what's best to you. Okay, so now that we know that comfort zone is actually not a binary, it's not a necessarily a bad thing too, and it can be a positive thing too. What can we learn so far about comfort zone? First, from all of your interpretations, we know that there are multiple interpretations of comfort zone. And comfort zone is fluid concept. Why I say fluid? Because one, it is not static, and now in terms of anxiety, in terms of the level of performance, and in terms of uh, the risk that you have to take, it really differs in different person, because we all have different context in our life, we all have different background. So I believe that we can face different level of anxiety. I believe that we can take different level of risk, and I wouldn't want to judge people who take less risk than me as someone less performing, because I don't know their life. Like, but what matters is like, yeah, you just fit your own definitions of comfort zone maybe, and move out from that. And then I would like to argue that comfort zone is actually a natural one, and you don't have to be afraid to leave it or stay in it, because yeah, it is a process, it is a part of you growing up, it is a part of your journey. That's one comfort zone. So with that, I would like to propose that, how if instead we change the questions? What if we change the questions? Instead of asking, how should I be brave enough to move from comfort zone? What if we ask, how should I grow to be whoever I want to be? Okay, now that we changed the questions, and now that comfort zone has gone to the backside, so should we talk about growing instead? Like, if we talk about growing, then our question is how to grow, how to be a better person, how to achieve anything. Then my recommendation first is to set your goal. It can be anything. You can like set your goal to be the CEO of the next startup, or you can be like the maybe the richest persons in your village, or maybe you can try to set your goal by, I will help people to get more educations, I will help people to be trained in English. It's up to you. It's not my place to judge which goal is better and which are worse, because I believe that we are millions people, and not everyone have to be the CEO. It's okay, like uh it's okay to be anything you want in life, even though maybe it is a place that people think that it is not that prestigious. It's okay, because I think, like, for me, my principles is to be someone that is useful to others, to help people when you can, to be kind as kind you can be. That is my principles. So I also want you to set your principles when you are setting your goals, because that is really important. Because uh there are again, I don't know how old are you now, but like now I am 26. I have met a lot of people, and also people who are really high achiever, and I don't know, like maybe we have different principles and I do not agree to all of their principles. So I kind of think that even though you are in high positions, but if like you do not have the good principles with you, I don't feel that is so, for me, I don't feel that is so meaningful, because my principle is to not hurt others as much as we can, because I see that it is quite pointless to be somewhere high, but then like we do it in the expense of the pain of others. That's my principles, but I hope you can set your own principles, and if anything, I hope you choose to be good, I hope you choose to be kind. And then to grow, how to grow when you set like a really big goals, then how to go there? What I can recommend is identify the small steps that you need to take to how you get there. But know again what is right and what is wrong. Even though you want to be the first rank in your class, but you cannot normalize cheating. You cannot normalize bringing down your friends. That's not good. You have to know what is right and what is wrong. And please stay on the right side, because like I believe that all of you being here, you are all outstanding people, and I really hope that you can be a good people too, because we also need a lot of good people in the world, as well as the smart people in the world. And then, like, what I think so far, what is the necessary habits that is required to actually achieve your goal, is the resilience. What is resilience? Resilience is being strong even though sometimes things are hard. So like now, when we have focus on our goals, we do not think anymore about being comfortable or not comfortable. What we can think is, am I closer to my goal? And then when you have resilience, even though things get hard, you just don't give up. You still persist on your way because you still have the strength. You know why you have to go there. And then disciplines. I felt that disciplines is really important, because being success or achieving your dreams, achieving your goal, it is not like a one big leap. It is like a lot of a million small steps. and you have to take all the million small steps instead of like just flying one time and then like it's over. And for you to take all the small steps, all the small steps, it needs disciplines. Even though when things get hard, even though you are bored, when you have the disciplines, you have it. You can go through it every day, even though like it's boring. And then humility. Humility is being humble. So like, okay, maybe all of you thinks that I am smart or I am inspirative because I have go to other places, but trust me, I still have a lot to learn. And I still want to learn more. I every day I still find things that I don't know. I still find a lot of things that I'm not wise of, and I'm growing every day. And I don't say that I am the most humble person in the world in this case, but I just think that this kind of humility, knowing that you are not everything, knowing you are not the best, knowing there are a lot more to learn and there are a lot of people who are bigger and smarter than you, it gives you place to grow as well. And then wisdom, I think wisdom is really important, especially in identifying what is right and what is wrong, what is ethical and what is not. And empathy is like putting your place in others, because I think because we live as a human, and when we try to reach our dreams, we also interact with other humans. So I think it's really important to treat other human as a human they are, no matter what are their backgrounds, identities, or everything. And then stress management, yes, this is really important, because once you are set your way to your journey, there will be a lot of challenges, there will be a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. So try to master the skill of stress management, to know what you need to do when you are anxious, what you need to do to calm yourself, to relax. That's really important, because again, a way to your dream is not a one big leap. It's like a lot of million small steps, and you have to persist, and that needs stress management. So now I will share a bit from my experience. So this is I actually take this from my diary. I have the habit of writing diary since I was in junior high school, so I still remember myself from 10 years ago. Let's see now in the most left. This was how I write about myself when I was 15 years old. My English is still bad at that time. Like I actually practice my English by writing my diary in English. So again, success is not a one big leap, it's a million small steps. And one of my step is to write my diary in English. If you maybe like want to some suggestions on how to improve your English. At that time, I write to myself, Rahma is the one who was born at Kediri, 25 January 1995. She got this book when she won speech contest at her school, 17 January 2010. Rahma likes eating donuts and also loves watching movie. She wants to be an ambassador. She is truly happy when she sees others happy. She tries to be a good person and be more ladylike. Well, it was me 10, 11 years ago. I write on that I want to be an ambassador. But honestly, I don't know the idea of being an ambassador. What I know at that time is being ambassador is cool. I like learning English. I like foreign stuff. So I think, okay, this is my dream. I want to be it because I think that is cool. But honestly, like I don't know the details about being ambassador, but that was my dream. And then like when I was 16, I write my targets, because I think that if if my target is to be an ambassador, then I need to be admitted in the best international relations school in Indonesia. And at that time, the best international relations school is in Universitas Indonesia in the IR department. And it has the highest passing grade. And I am just a student from Kediri, a small town, and I don't know whether I can pass that, even though like I always got the first rank in my class back then, but I don't know if it can like defeat a lot of students from all over Indonesia. So I make my targets for me to help me to achieve my dreams. I want to get the first rank. I want to pay my school fee. Why? Because I have three other siblings, and at that time, all of my siblings also attend higher educations. They attend universities in different cities as well. So it was really hard for my parents to fund all of our study. So that's why I was like committed up, and if I admitted in UI, then I will get the scholarship, because my mother cannot fund me if I attend UI. My mother's like, Ma, just choose like a school in Surabaya or somewhere close to home so we can fund you. But then like, no, Mom, I want to go to UI. And by saying this, I'm not looking down on you who study in Surabaya. You are also really good, guys. It was me when I was in high school, so I am not as wise as I am now. So please pardon my less wisdom at the time. And then like I also set other target as well. And if you see here, I also did some account, like kind of like looking back what I actually achieved and what I am not. And actually I do not achieve everything in that, but thankfully I'm still got admitted in international relations UI. And then like if you see the picture in the most right, it is my daily schedule. So like, okay, then I have the target of being an ambassador. To be an ambassador, I want to go to IR Universitas Indonesia. To go to IR Universitas Indonesia, I have to achieve this target, blah 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 blah. But then how to achieve the small targets? I decide my daily schedule. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. I have to pray. I have to take a bath at this time. I have to study at this time. I have to do this and relax at this time. So see, like it's a million small steps. And currently I am working in the ASEAN Secretariat, in the Secretariat of the Southeast Asian nations. It is still related to IR. And even though I now I am not an ambassador, but then like I love what I am doing now. So, and it is still related to my dream of being an ambassador. And it takes 11 years. And in those 11 years, I have gone through a lot. So yes, it's a million small steps, and it needs a lot of disciplines, resilience to get there. And if I look back, actually, I think my journey is a mix of comfort and discomfort zone. Like, I don't think I can judge my all of my 11 years journey as all totally discomfort, because even though it was hard, even though it was challenging, but I love what I do. So can you say whether it is a comfort zone or not a comfort zone? Because along the way, I find a lot of friends, a lot of good friends who makes me strong, who makes me wiser. So can you say whether it is a entirely comfort zone or discomfort zone? So if I think back again, I do not really have the comfort zone in my consideration set. What I think most of the time is, am I becoming a better person than I was yesterday? Am I improving? Am I closer to be who I want to be? But I cannot deny that, as I said to you, along the 11 years of reaching my dreams, I find a lot of comfort zone, and it is important part of me. It is important part that makes me strong. And there are some time when I choose to stay in my comfort zone, and there are times when I choose to leave it. Even though, like, again, the consideration is really different. It depends on my context at the moment. For just like what I told you, when I try to leave my office and then go to pursue my graduate studies, and then like now I in ASEAN I actually pursue a whole different career from my career in market research consultant, as market research consultant. So is it a comfort zone or not a comfort zone? But then like it's closer to my dreams, and then I love what I do. But yes, it's challenging because it is new to me. Like we cannot really judge this comfort zone versus discomfort zone, because it is like a mix of a lot of those things, and it's like a lot of spectrums into that. So maybe what matters is to get the balance right, to know what is worth the discomfort, making the right small choices, and acting upon it every day. Because it is a 1 million steps journey, not a one big leap one. So I think that is what I can say in these sessions. I would love to know what is your questions and your opinion, and whether you agree with me or not. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Kak Rahma, for the amazing speech. Let's give her a big applause. It's really nice to hear your stories and also your experience, a real life experience of how young Kak Rahma and became amazing and outstanding until now. Okay, everyone, before we proceed to the next session, which is the discussion, we would like to take a photo first of all of us. So please do open your video or your camera, everyone. We will take a picture of all of us. Everyone, please open your video.
Rahma, can you please stop screen sharing so I can take a picture? Okay, thank you.
Okay, everyone, please, the operator, take the picture of us.
Okay, hold on. I'll take a picture now for the first page. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next page. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next page. 3, 2, 1. Fourth page. 3, 2, 1. Last page. Oh, fifth page. 3, 2, 1. And the last page. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And Humaira, we can start the Britzone tagline.
Is it also now or in the end of the webinar?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we'll proceed to the discussion. Thank you very much again for Kak Rahma for delivering the very inspiring speech and the presentation too. I see that everyone here is very enthusiastic to learn and to know more about Kak Rahma. Maybe we will like to open the discussion. If any one of you wants to speak up or wants to tell your stories of your experience in comfort zone, please do raise your hand or just open your mic, unmute yourself. Anyone? Maybe anyone wants to share their stories about comfort zone and others?
It is also okay if you want to speak in Indonesian as well.
Yeah.
I would love to know your opinions and maybe your experience as well, because again, this is a discussion forum, and yeah, I would like you to think of me as a just partner in the discussions. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. Okay, Karama, we have one person here, Belia Nayana. Please unmute yourself. She has raised her hand. Belia? Hello, Belia. Where is she? I think someone has raised their hand just now. Maybe anyone else wants to talk about their comfort zone? It is all right to talk in Indonesian, right, Karama? Maybe some of you are not really fluent in English. It's okay to talk in Indonesian.
Yes.
Okay, we have Puput Aulia. Please, Puput, unmute yourself.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you, Kak Rahma. I have a question. So I'm gonna have study abroad, and I will jump out to my another comfort zone, right? And I want to ask you, like, how to how to not be overthinking for something that haven't happened yet. Thank you, Kak.
Okay, thank you too for the questions. Actually, it's also a struggle that I still face how to manage my overthinking as well. And guess it's like an everyday practice once again, because it is actually humans to be afraid of what is going to happen and what has happened in the past. So what I can suggest you is like trying to stay in the presence, knowing that it has not happened yet and it is in your head, and what is in your head doesn't necessarily happen in the reality. So try to differ what is my thought and what is the reality. Try to divide that. And if it's like a form of fear, like I don't know what is your fear first, like it is a fear of being unaccepted by the society, or is it uh, the fear of not being able to thrive in your next challenge? But again, it's something that has not happened yet. So my recommendation is to just do it. Like, be afraid, but just do it, because we never know. Like it can fail, but it can also succeed. And whatever happens, as long as you are being a better person than you are yesterday, I think that's enough. So I think being kinder to yourself too, to not judge yourself when you fail, and to not get ahead of yourself when you succeed. So okay, just like staying on the ground, staying on the presence and on reality. Do not let your mind master you. That's a practice that I also still do every day. That's my
So
recommendation.
it's like fake it until you make it, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Thank you, Kak.
Thank you very much, Puput, for the question and also the discussion of the problems that you are facing now. Maybe if anyone else want to speak up directly to Kak Rahma, it's welcome for you to just raise your hands. Oh, we have here anyone else wants to speak up? We have Inayat Zuhra. Inaya, please, you can unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I have a question. It is, if anxiety attacks suddenly, like before we don't have it, and it attack us in the middle of presentation or in the middle of our speech, what can we do? Should we go on doing it, or should we stop it, or should we stop and then we take a deep breath? Thank you.
So I would like to clarify on the question first. So the question is, what should you do when you are in the middle of your speech and then you are kind of like losing idea, and then like what, like should you continue or should you take a breath, something like that? Is that your questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to look back on my experience of being a speech contest participants during my high school years. I also did these mistakes back then, and I was like, okay, what I need to say? I bring my paper, and then like I take a deep breath, but then like I failed in the competition. I do not become the winner, and yes, it's okay, because yeah, like we cannot win every competitions, but maybe like what I can learn from that moment is that I lack preparation, because I do not like remember all of my speech, because I do not like know the big idea of my speech, and then like I get too nervous. So maybe instead of focusing on the moments, but try to work on the preparations before, and try to work on your personality as well, to be a calm person, because when that happens, it is actually you are really nervous, you cannot control it, and then you forget everything. So but that's a good practice. I mean, like I also had that experience, and it takes me a lot of experience to be someone who can speak like this. So it's okay that your experience at that time will teach you more to be more prepared in the future, and to be braver facing publics, because it's difficult to speak in front of a lot of publics, and you can say like a lot of, you can say make some mistakes, you can do like some stupid mistakes, or maybe not stupid, sorry, but like a silly one, or like just being clumsy, something like that. So it's okay, like because it's a practice, and trust me, no one will remember that. especially if you continue to grow, no one will remember. Even if like they remember, you will laugh along with them when you remember, like, remember you were like this when you did that, why did you like this? So it's just a moment, life goes on, you can improve, so it's okay even in that. Just so if you are in that moment, do what you need to do. I think you know best in your situations, because I'm not you. So like, if you feel better to take some deep breath first, and then you continue your speech, then do it. But then like, if you want to continue, okay, I don't want to look stupid, so I'll just speak on this and that. So it's up to you, but learn from that experience how you can be better in your public speaking, prepare better, and try to manage your nervousness, something like that. So in next occasions, you won't be like that again. That's my recommendations.
Thank you so much, Kak Rahma.
Thank you very much, Inaya, for delivering your question, and also Kak Rahma, who has answered the question. I think we will go to ahead to the quick Q&A session from the slide link that has been provided by the committee in the chat box and also in the WhatsApp group. So for any one of you who has uh, put and insert your question in that link, we will present the question right now and will be asked to Kak Rahma. So the question will be share screen. Let's wait for the share screen. For any one of you want to ask again, you can still insert your question in the slide link. For the YouTube watchers, please to insert your question too in the slide link. Okay, we have already, wow, a lot of questions here. Maybe we will choose one of them first. Okay, the first one is I often make my schedules, but I have the difficulty to follow my schedule. So how did you deal with it? Okay, Kak Rahma, maybe you are already expert in answering or feeling in this situation. Please answer this question, Kak Rahma.
Thank you for the question. For me, that's why I said discipline is really important. So sometimes it's hard to follow the schedule, but you have to do it anyway. You have to stick to your schedule, because if not, then if like in my case, if I do not follow my schedules, then everything will like fall apart. Like, and I think some flexibility is also important, because like we cannot be so stiff, and then like we, even though like says there is some unexpected situation, and no, I cannot do that, I have the schedule. No, that's just not wise either. So you judge based on the situations. You become flexible when it is required, but not every time. Like, and then again, wisdom is required, because like you need to know, you need to differ which one is worth the flexibility and which one is not. For example, like you make the schedule, you have to wake up at 5 a.m, but then you are sick, so you need to sleep more. So of course you can sleep more, you don't have to force yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. But if like you are healthy, then you have to do it. And I think also like you can make a daily target. For me, like sometimes it's hard. I also agree that sometimes it's hard to follow the same schedule every day, but you have daily target what you want to achieve on that day. And then like I would like to think to myself, am I being productive this day? What is the good things that I have done this day? So I think as long as, even though like you are not so sticking in the like a really stiff schedules every day, but then like you get the target that you need to do, so that's quite fine. For example, like when I work in Nielsen, because the workload is really crazy. So like, okay, this today I will finish 6 slides, I will finish 10 slides. So yes, that's my target, and I cannot go beyond that, because if I do, then all of my timeline will will fall apart. So, and I think that's also like you need to know what is the impact when you do not follow the schedules? Does it impact other people? You need to be more careful when it impacts others. So try to understand the risk, and again, disciplines, and be wise on which occasion you can be flexible and on which occasion you should be strict to yourself. That's my answer.
Thank you very much, Kak Rahma. So the conclusion is we have to know our limits and also must be disciplined with our schedule, especially because we are the one who knows our schedule, not no one else except us. So we will continue to the next question. Oh, it's from Anonymous. Again, I would like to inform you all, if you want to type a question, please scan the QR code here, or you can join at slido.com with the code 39097. We proceed to the next question. This is quite unique, right? Which is, what do you think about Mexican fisherman tale? Do you classify it as staying in comfort zone? Is it not a good way to live? Okay, Kak Rahma, do you know about Mexican fisherman tale?
Okay, so I'll be honest. Actually, I don't know, and I just look for it in my smartphone. And for the one who asked the questions, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But let me read what is Mexican fisherman tale. So in this tale, it's actually there is an American who is quite ambitious. Meanwhile, the Mexican fisherman said that I sleep late, fish a little, play with my children, take siestas with my wife Maria, and stroll into the village each evening where I sip wine and play guitar with my amigos. I have a full and busy life. So this is like the Mexican fisherman tale. Like his life might be perceived as comfort zone by someone and might be thought as like not really achieving, maybe like by some others. But for me, actually, I again, like I do not really put my emphasis on comfort zone or not. This is what this person wants to do, and as long as he is a good person, then he is achieving and in his life. Like again, we cannot judge who is better and who is worse, because I think what matters most is like delivering your cause in life, and only you can know what is your purpose of living. And as long as you set on that and you achieve it, no matter what it is not my place to judge whether you are in your comfort zone or not. But like, if your goals is actually your comfort zone, then congratulations to you. You are in your dream, you are living your dream while you are also in your comfort zone. And again, like, I think that's why I say that it's important to have principles. For example, like, and my bottom line principle is to not hurt others, to be kind. And from my experience, to be kind and to not hurt others is really hard. Like, you have to move out from your comfort zone. For example, like, to things like to not exploit on others work, like how to treat others, because it is so easy to hate others, it is so easy to blame something on others, it is difficult to take responsibility, it is difficult to own up to your mistakes. Or even like, maybe you have to deal with not comfortable discussion with your parents. Sometimes you have to deal with conflicts in your life. It is also uncomfortable, but you have to face it. So like, when your daily challenge is such as that, can I say whether you are in your comfort zone or not? Like, I think as long as you choose the right way, you choose the wise way, then that's enough. Like, it is not my place to judge that, to judge people. You are not going anywhere, because I mean, like, you are not being better than others, because that's, I think it is unwise to judge people like that. I cannot say that the CEO is actually more successful than those people who are working in the traditional market, because I think everyone has their own purpose in life. And as long as everyone delivers their role in life, and like delivers in a good way, then life will run its system. But because there are a lot of unwise people, we are now in this mess, like a lot of like global warming, environmental problems, social problems, even like like for example, if you are men, then it is so easy to talk bad about women, it is so easy to look down on women, and it is uncomfortable to be the bigger person, to be the better man who can treat women's right, and it is also moving out from comfort zone. So let's not think that comfort zone is about achieving material things, but it is also being like choosing the right things in life, because a lot of right things in life involve some uncomfortable in that process. That's my answer.
Thank you very much, Kak Rahma, for the very clear answer. Hope the this question understood, and also you have a more and strong principle, like Kak Rahma said, to have a good and strong principles in our life. So we proceed to the next question, which is again from Anonymous. Okay, this is like the secret person who asked. We don't know your name, guys. You can even change your name actually in the slide do link. The question is, what is the best way to set a goal? Sometimes I have so many dreams, but I'm not sure which one I should pursue first. Uh, Maybe you can ask this question, Kak Rahma.
Yeah. So there is actually some guidance on how to set a goal in the internet. You can search SMART goal, is specific, measurable, attainable, and R realistic, and T is the time bounded. So it has to have those 5 element: specific, measurable, attainable, and then realistic and attainable, time bound. So you need to set the time when you will get that. That's why, like, if I when I show you my target when I was 16, then I have to achieve it when I was 16. That was my time. And then, like, by being realistic and attainable, that's why, like, my target at that time is like being the first rank in my class. That is attainable for me, that is possible. But like, if I suddenly being the first rank in the world, that is so abstract. So yeah, you need to make it more specific, more measurable, and so you can know, like, whether it is possible for you to achieve it or not. And like, okay, you have a lot of goals, then choose one that is the most specific, the most measurable, attainable, time bound, and also realistic for you. And only you know yourself, like, maybe it's important to dream, but don't stay in daydream. Like, again, set your foot in the earth. What is attainable for you today? Like, it is achievement to be a better person every day. And again, it's a 1 million steps. Like, you cannot suddenly become a CEO of Gojek or CEO of Google tomorrow, but we never know what can happen in 10 years. If you are keep on improving yourself every day, then maybe try to make your goal like the lowest one, like, what is it, like, not to degrade, but like to know what is the small steps to get your goal. And then, like, again, be disciplined and be consistent about it, and be realistic about yourself, be honest to yourself, and talk to yourself a lot, because only you can know yourself. So you set your own goal. That's my recommendations.
Thank you so much, Kak Rahma, for the amazing answers. So, like Kak Rahma has said just now, we ourselves must set our goal. So, because it is our goal, not anyone else. We know what is the purpose of our goals. We know what the objective and the benefits of our goals. Maybe we'll going to choose the last question for the Q&A. Okay, I have this uh, unique question. How did you become dare to dream? Like having the idea to get scholarship, dreaming to go abroad, trying different jobs. Maybe this is about your experience just now, Karama.
Hmm. How do I dare to dream? Wait, let me think. Because, like, maybe I have to, like, count on my privilege as well. Even though, like, I'm coming from Kediri, and then, like, maybe I'm not coming from a really rich family, but then, like, I would say that my family is like enough. Like, it's a middle class. My parents are coming from the educated background, so maybe, like, the way they educated me, the way they uh encouraged me or like facilitated me so far, make me someone who is not afraid to dream. Maybe there is like one background, but then again, like I don't know, like I think like I'm just that kind of persons, like how do I say, because like you need to dream. I think the first thing that you need to do is to not limit yourself, because you have a limitless possibility, trust me. Like again, like even though like I'm not coming, like my family is a middle class family, it was also hard for me. I mean, like to go to UI, I also need scholarship, but so that's why like I try to match it with my effort. So I don't know, like at that time when I was in high school, I really believe that uh so I'm a Muslim, of course, and then like I believe that my God is really just. I know that Allah watch me. I know Allah watch me when I did a lot of effort, and I know Allah will be just to me. I know that all of this effort will not be wasted. That's why like when I was in high school, I study like until late, until 3 a.m. And then I still give courses, I still give tutoring to others, because I don't want to ask my parents uh for my like snack fee, something like that. So I do not ask snack fee from my parents since I was in high school. So that, because like if your goals, your dream, your effort is bigger than your fears, and it needs to be that. And maybe my strong belief that I have God, and my God will not let my effort to waste. That's what makes me unafraid of what is coming ahead. And at that time, I actually also think, what if I'm not accepted in UI? What if of even like what if I'm not graduated? What if I do not pass my national examination? I think about that, but then like I think to myself, like it's okay, because what matters is your good character. Like anything can happen in life, but if you have the skill set, if you have the character, the important character set, you can be anything in life, trust me. Like, and again, do not judge yourself by your title or whatever achievement, but like as long as you become like a useful person in your life, or whoever it is, then you are thriving, then you are a good human, then there is the point of living, I think. And then yeah, like to get scholarship, dreaming to go abroad, like when you start to set your way, start to set your foot on that, somehow you will find it. I think it's just like what Paulo Coelho said in his book The Alchemist. The universe conspires to help you achieve your dreams when you start dreaming about it. Because when you start dreaming about it, you search informations, you set your effort, you set your motivations and intentions toward that. The universe will conspires to help you. Like there are a lot of things that I never expected to come through. Like for example, when I was in my colleagues in UI, I just like randomly write, okay, I will attend LSE, London School of Economics, and I will graduate from that school. At that time, I don't know what is LSE. I mean, like, I don't really know like what is the major in LSE, whether it will fits me, but it happens to fits my interest as well. And then I look for a way to get there, and there are a lot of ways. And I think as long as you set your your intention, your effort, and being consistent on it, yes, the universe will conspire to help you to get it.
Thank you very much, Karama. Wow, that's a really fantastic answer. Like Karama said, we have to break our limits to know, to dare to chase our dreams, especially like begin with small steps, million small steps that will produce a bigger steps in the future. That's right. We have covered all of our questions. Maybe some of the questions aren't answered yet. It's okay. If you guys want to know more about Britzone Surabaya or about Kak Rahma, you can approach her in her Instagram, and also you can update our Britzone Surabaya in social media in our Instagram. So for a wrap up, is there any closing statements that Kak Rahma wants to give?
Yeah. Thank you for giving the space for the closing statements. I really enjoy discussing with you all, and believe me, your English is really good. Again, I don't know how old are you right now, but I felt that your English are really good. Humaira, your English is really good. I don't know if I were in your positions. I don't know if I were as good as you, like honestly. So, uh, and you are here in your weekend. That's a really good signs of you, and I trust you will achieve things in life. And I would really love to know what is your opinion, and if you have any feedback for my material as well. Again, I you can reach me through my Instagram. It's in at Rahmala double A. So RIHMRAHMALAA. So that's, you can reach me from that as well. I would love to discuss more with you. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Kak Rahma, for the amazing session with you today. Everyone, I believe everyone is really enthusiastic, and also will thank you for the session today because you are also willing to be our speaker in this webinar. And I think Kak Rahma has a bit of needs to do now. She needs to leave our Zoom meeting. It's okay, Kak Rahma. It's a pleasure to have you here today with us. Thank you very much from all of us in Britzone Surabaya.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Kak
Goodbye.
Rahma. Goodbye. And thank you everyone here too, because you are already attend our webinar today. And for a little bit of conclusion of what Kak Rahma has said just now, and the most important is we have to think that comfort zone is a natural thing, so it's not really a bad thing that we must always put in our mind that a comfort zone is a bad thing. It's not always bad, it's a natural thing. It's sometimes it's not also always comfortable in comfort zone, and it's also not always uncomfortable outside comfort zone. So explore yourself, break your limits, and dare to chase all your dreams. I bet all of you here are mostly high schoolers or maybe university students. So we all have the same dreams, of course. We want to graduate high school, graduate university, and then get a great job, get a great income. So you can break your limits to achieve all of your goals and dreams. So for a wrap up, I would like to thank you everyone here. We really appreciate you all being here. Especially there just now I seen that all of you came from all over Indonesia, from Sabang to Merauke. It's really nice to have you here in Britzone Surabaya. We will conduct our webinar every 2 months, so stay tuned for our next webinar. And also, I would like to give an announcement that Britzone Surabaya is starting the class again, our regular online class next week in every Saturday at 1 p.m., as I said before in the community profile. So for all of you guys who wants to join our Britzone Surabaya class, and you can join the focus group discussion, you can train your English speaking, you can discuss with all of us in Britzone Surabaya, or wherever you are, even you are not from Surabaya, we are really welcome all of you. So don't be afraid. You can register the our class in the link that will be shown in our Instagram. So stay tuned in our Instagram for more info. And for the next one is the challenge that I have informed you earlier. So we will see the one who has posted the Instagram stories, and we will repost the two of the best Instagram stories, and both of them will get a special prize, which is 100,000 rupiah each person. So for all of you who want to join this challenge, please post your best Instagram stories in your Instagram account. Don't forget, don't private your Instagram so we can repost it and we can see the one who is the winner for this challenge. Don't forget to join this challenge, okay? After this, we will choose the best one. Okay, for the last, before ending the webinar, I would like to uh, encourage you all to open up your mic, unmute yourself. We have a tagline which is Dare to Speak Up. Let's say it together. I will count to 3 and then we can say together.
So please
When I say
everyone unmute the
yes, please
microphone.
everyone unmute your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, to speak up.
When I say Britzone Surabaya, you all can say Dare to Speak Up. Okay? Okay, we'll wait a few of our friends here to unmute their microphone. Please, everyone, to unmute your microphone. Okay, I think that's enough. Operator, are you recording this for the video?
Yes.
Okay, I will count to 3 and then we can say together. Britzone Surabaya, 1, 2, 3.
Dare to
Speak
speak.
up, speak up.
Maybe again. Once again, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Britzone Surabaya, dare to
Dare
speak.
to speak
Ah,
up.
Yay! Applause for all of us. Thank you, everyone.
thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kak.
Thank you, everyone. And I would like to inform also for all of you guys who wants from Sidoarjo or maybe you are from around east of Java. If you want to join our classes and become our members to enhance your English speaking, we are really welcome to you all. You can join our Britzone Surabaya classes, and we will succeed together to improve our English there. So don't be shy, we can improve together.
Yeah, just dare to speak up, guys.
See you guys in our next classes and events. Bye bye. Thank you very
Bye.
much for your attendance.
Thank you very much for
Don't forget
Thank
coming.
you,
to fill
Kak.
up the
Bye. Thank
feedback link
you. Thank
too.
you for sharing.
You.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, kakak-kakak.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Stay healthy.
Thank you. Don't
Bye
forget
bye.
to fill the feedback link for your certificate.